Hey everybody, BigJoe Kasulis Customs. Out here, we're off the farm today, out in Red Rock, New York, and we're working on a board and batten siding, vertical, 1x12 or 1x4 batten, and today we're working on finishing trimming these windows, and I figured I'd share how we do it. So we're gonna just go along a little bit of the process and enjoy, have fun, right? I just figured I'd share. All right, so first I'm gonna show you is I start out, rip out 1x6. This will be for the sill, and I put a bevel on the one side. What that does is when it goes up against the window and creates a little bit of a, so the rain's not sitting back against the window, it's gonna run off, and let's more or less mark out. What I'm going to do is take this out with a jigsaw, and I'll show you what it looks like next. First, I'm just going to cut these straight lines up to the corner with a circular saw. And just run these through. You can do this with a handsaw. If you had a handsaw as well, I can show that also real quick. Simple. Right? Okay, front of the window hole, rough cut it out, and this is going to be the sill. So we're just going to set this in place, but this is the finish of what we just cut out. So we just set that in, and there you go. Then we're going to adjust that to the angle with a shimming underneath, nail it down, trim out, and show you what's next. Is ripping the window jamb. All right, so now I'm going to set the saw to the depth of the wood, so I'm not tearing up my saw horses. So that's just a quick step of pulling this notch up on this particular saw, giving it a little bit past the material. Now on this saw, there's a scale on here. I'm just going to hold my finger on 4 inches. Rough cut, barn work, this is how we roll. So I'm going to pinch the table at 4 inches. I'm just going to run this board. No mark. Out of this board, it's roughly 10 feet. We're going to get 3 pieces. The 3 pieces we need the head jamb and the 2 side jambs. All right, so I've got a few of these 1x4s cut out, and I got to make 4 head jambs at 24.5. I'm going to take the sill, set that in place, just to throw it in place. But right now I'm going to take the head jamb and nail it in place. Bring it flush to the outside. I'm going to put casing on. So if it's a little bit proud, that's probably better. Six nails, that's all we need. Now I'm going to set the sill at 15 degrees. And then measure up. This is just getting me my long points to my angle, 23.125. Okay, so now I'm going to make sure that I have the rough edge out, rough face out. And it's a long point of my angle. So I'm just going to mark that at the 10 degrees. Cut that off, and then I'll mark up the 23.125. Cut that square. And go to the next. Okay. Okay, so now we got our exterior sill, the jam, done in the window. Now we're going to do the casing, the head, and then the bottom trim. And it's going to be a 10 degrees on this casing here to match the sill, square, 3/8 of an inch reveal up the top, all the way around. And so what I'm going to do is simply take this measurement right now, and I'm going to go past this inside 3/8 of an inch. Okay, so I'm going to set the saw. All saws are different, but this Makita, you just, there's a little mark on the inside right there, and there's a gauge scale on this. So I'm just going to set this at 10 degrees, turn the knob, and now the saw is set 10 degrees from this plate. And then I'm just going to run this square. Now I'm going to measure from, we're going to go from the middle of our angle, just because that's how we measured it today. 23 and a half. Turn the saw back to square. Do the same thing on the bottom. We're going to make them both 31. Just to give it a little bit of a runoff for the water. Top and bottom casing and a drip cap. Hopefully everything goes good. It's going to be an overhang. Oh, I cut this an inch big on both sides, just to give it a little bit of detail. I'm just going to nail it right from the top. A little bit of an angle. Okay. On the bottom, line it up with the side casing. Make sure she's good. There it is. Now we just put battens on. We'll call it good. Window goes in on the inside later. But that's more or less the stop and the casing, what we need to get done for our siding.